It's been a while since I did a car camping video. We're in Clonelly Forest. It's about 2 miles outside Kesh, 2 miles outside Pettigo, between the two of them. We're going to Rossnowlagh 12 today. I was going to bring the caravan, but I never got finished last night until 8 o'clock at my work. Then by the time I got home, got changed, got everything ready, walked Luna. I never got left the house till 11:30. And there's no chance of coming up here at 11:30 and setting up a caravan, get it leveled. So I had it up for the car. Some of the stuff's on the caravan, some of the stuff's on the car, and it's running back and forward, getting stuff, what I need and all the rest. But this is our wee setup at night time here now. This cushion here comes away now, so I haven't taken any apart. All I took off was one blackout blind. The blackout blinds there, you see they work pretty well. Just go on with the wee magnets. The wee black magnets there, and so I'll take them off when I finish. Then we polish down things to cover up them back windows there. So when I'm making a cup of tea, I just pour out enough of water. I use one of these big 3-litre bottles, because that's all you need when you're car camping. And especially you go to a campsite like this, they have water taps. So I just boil the 1 cup of water. So they save energy and all the rest. The like of my cereals, I bring my cereals already pre-measured in a bowl, so I don't have to carry packs and stuff, because it's only 2 nights or 2 mornings. So if you can do it, it's handy bringing stuff that way, just with a wee plastic lid on it. So the cereals are there, getting soft. I like them nice and soft. I wouldn't boil the kettle at night time when the blackout blind's on. I'll put all the rest on, keep that one off. It has to be lined up. Need gas on it. It looks lined up, didn't it? Oh, the gas is not turned on. Brilliant, we stove that. So if not, things aren't lined up, things don't work. Very powerful stoves these here. See, I bought another one similar, but it's not even, hasn't got half the safety functions. It's only £2 cheaper, so I didn't use it. This one here has more safety functions in it. So, well, that's on board now, and Luna's looking at bum. We're not at that in camera. I've already got my duvet all made up, so I'll have the duvet underneath there, and I put this thing on top of it. I fold the duvet over. Now, it's handy keeping the duvet on top rather than trying to store it somewhere. So I'll get my cornflakes now. Forgot to bring a big spoon, so I had to make do with a small spoon here. Everyone's finished with the wee stove then. That just turns over like so. It sits up on the side. And this one's a bit awkward the way it's hinged right enough. But normally you'd have 2 hands. Put up the wee table. And the bungee cord. Where'd the bungee cord go? There was a bungee cord on that. That stops everything rattling. Now what I have to do now, I have my shoes sitting over there. I'll get my shoes on now. I find it handy just shoving the turd over the one side instead of whacking around that way. But it needs to sit there for that to sit on it. Get the shoes on now, we'll go out and get these blinds off. The biggest problems with car camping, you don't have spaces for everything. I rushed out yesterday. I just threw different stuff into that bag, threw it in there. Different coats here for all eventualities, spare leggings because it's going to piss or rain all weekend, and you know, got a couple of extra hats because it's just raining all the time and after the Carrickfergus, before I take no chances, I thought I'd bring that wee backpack today. Never used that before, got it on Amazon. I've got a wee pop-up stool, might come in handy for the band parade. It's just something else to carry so it's very hard to get organised. There's instant tea. Couldn't find my tea bags this morning, so I'll use that there. So the back blind there, is just a single sheet that's held on with these 4 magnets. And so these magnets just go on like so. And sometimes the magnets will fall off if you lie against it, but they never hard to get lost. They always sort of clump together. There's Luna's wee bed there now. So all I do for her is this big cushion and that wee mat to level it out, and that does her, and she's quite happy. Something else to go into the boot. I adapted the front window. I have problems with the front window. So if I'm not in a campsite and I'm somewhere where it's public, that's the first one I open in the morning. That's light then. But nobody from outside really sees that, like it's way up the top of the roof, and that gives you light to do what you want to do. So these wee magnets here, I put washers on the side. That makes a good job of that. And a wee one on the window. So I stuck the washers onto the window. Double sided sticky tape. Because the front window was the hardest to do. There's always wee bits of light leaking in the front window, and this here solved the problem. The wee sticky things I got were meant for tiles for a roof. Got them in Timu. But the tiles that came with it, just didn't do a good job there, I thought to myself. Normally, like if you do it 2 hands, it's quicker. This bit of foam pulls out. Other people might want to pay money and get it covered. For what time it's in there, I don't want to pay money to get it covered. That wee bit of bed there pushes in. So I'm using that pull-out bed and the gear console to hold this. And that just goes in the boot as well. Normally that would be in the bottom. I haven't got time today. When I get 2 hands I'll put it in properly. But that would be in the bottom. Another thing with these here, if you put them on slightly larger, the door seal seals them in place. I just stuff it in. I'm sure if you fold it up, probably better, but I don't. I just stuff it in. I have a pair of wee spare magnets too. Got them in Amazon. Everything's got in Amazon. And maybe Timu might have them as well. They're very strong magnets for all the size of them. Tiny wee magnet, but they're very strong. So that's us, we're almost there now. We're going to need our harness on. That there just goes in the back seat. So, I know where all the blinds, the blinds have to be kept separate because you're putting them up in the middle of the night. There's my tail back. You're putting them up in the middle of the night. You don't want to be fumbling through in the dark. I arrived here last night, it's pitch dark. I'll take a walk around here now. I haven't got a harness on, but nobody here. So I made a big mistake last night. Like I arrived here, there's 2 gates coming up here. Look at the rain now. Like there's 2 gates bringing you up here, and you have to lock them. No public come to this place. This place is completely closed off to the public. It's not like all the wee forest parks where they get day trippers. You're not going to get joggers and stuff here. There's no lay-by in the main road for anybody to stop if they want to come walking here. So a farmer would use that lane that goes on up the mountain, and one's in the campsite's the only one uses that lane. I come in here last night, I'm totally on my own here. Like I made a big mistake. I wanted to be next to a wee tree because the wind was blowing. You never park under a tree. The noise, I could not sleep with the noise of that tree there. The water comes down, hits the roof off the leaves. I didn't notice that. I just I parked beside that. Should have went to that one. But so all these are 2 of the trees. Like this must have been an old part of a country estate at one time. You see the big high wall. It's probably a walled garden of some kind. But like I have looked around here, I see nothing historical here. I can't find nothing. But you see there's ruins or something here. This is the only 2 of the tree sites that have these. That's for your grey water, your wastewater. It's just a grating, but they make it bigger so you can just easy. Now it's not meant for toilets, it's just for your wastewater. But you see, Luna's demonstrating here nicely now. There's an old building there, and I say there's tiles and all on down behind. So here you got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 pitches. But there's nothing stopping you parking here, like. So there's a water tap over here. There's a water tap up beside my car. There's 2 water taps. None of these 2 sites are the same. Some have plenty of water taps, some have plenty of bunds. So there's another wee place there for your wastewater. I was even thinking last night just camping here, you know. Somebody's left their saucepan behind. They're probably looking for it, you know. They're probably looking everywhere for that saucepan. That's handy. No, you want refreshments? That's handy wee drinking bowl there, boys. I'll leave that over there next to the tap. You want refreshments? Organic! She'd probably hope there's a sausage or something like that. Organic! Do you want a wee drink of water? No, you do want a drink of water. So she has proper concrete there, like. Well, it's a bit rocky at the top. Probably no signs of it now. It's probably all. See, there's stuff in there I often think there, look. There's a wee plaque. Somebody loved this place. And the forestry place have gone down. And yeah, that man's ashes could be sitting there. He loved this place. He probably came here and toured the trees. The very start when it was all lovely. But everything's got run down. And that's why you have to be careful when you want the ashes and all spread. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. So you see here there was tiles here. There's tiles there. It's funny kind of tiles, you know. So it's even on a bit of a slope, but then the land could have dropped slightly. So it's hard to know what was here. We'll take a wee walk down the lane so it doesn't poo. And then the sewage, the chemical things over there to empty your toilet. I say when you first come here and tour the trees, if you could first go anywhere and tour the trees, you need to be very careful because you can very easily end up going up to the top of that mountain there where Caravan behind. So if anybody does the tour in the trees permit, I always advise going the car first to each site. So when I done the year I joined, I would go to one site and then unhook the caravan. Then I would travel to the next site in the car only the next day, check it out, go back at the caravan and then go on. And that's how I found them all. And when I first came to this site here, the key didn't fit the gate because they hadn't changed the locks of the gate. Every year, every few years they'll change the locks in the gates, so you don't end up with half the country having keys to them. And the year I joined was the year they changed the gate lock and I couldn't get in. But had I had the caravan on behind, it's a very dangerous road to try and reverse out onto with a caravan. But luckily I came in the car, so I haven't been here since the storm. There's a bit of storm damage over there now. It's not too bad. But we're going to Rossnowlagh today, Luna. It's not often Luna's out completely naked. No colour, nothing on her. She's on holidays. She's on the holidays. Ain't you, honey? Not ball taping us now, this is just a lane. That's what a lane looks like. Luna's doing a poo away in there. No need to pick that up. Biodegradable. Not many winds run up and down in that bush. That's we're in the wilderness here. Wilderness. So down here is the main road. The thing about this main road here, the main road is pretty straight that way. And it's pretty straight that way, and you've got a couple of bad bends, you know, one of these zigzaggy bends. And this gateway is in the middle of them zigzaggy bends. So the traffic can be going pretty fast, both directions, until it gets to this zigzaggy bit. Hey Lana, we're not going to go no further than that. And you see, if you park your car and caravan there, you just about fit in there. If you have a big caravan, you're not far off the main road. And if you come here and your gate doesn't open, there's no way you're going to reverse. Watch this car pass. There's no way you're going to reverse out into that. If you had a couple of people, wait, let us stay here. If you had a couple of people with you, then maybe somebody could come out and ease out a wee bit and stop the traffic. I think that rain's going to piss all day. It's Come on, go back up. So there is pedestrian access. That's the way we come in as well. If anybody's on a bicycle or something, all woods are open to all the public. But you're not going to park your car there. There's nowhere to park your car. Come on, honey. If you go down to the left, down to Kesh, about 2 miles, there's free hot showers. It's electric showers, single cubicles, and then men's and women's toilets. I think there's a stable toilets too, has a shower. So being electric, they're not the most powerful. If you go in the winter time, there's not much water pressure off them. Summertime, grand. And if you go the other way, now that's toilets as well. But if you're going by Pettigo, there's nice clean toilets in Pettigo. Forget the name of the centre it's in, but you can access them from outside. Not sure what time they open at. It's a type of wee toilets like communities look after it. You're going to get your nice wee soap, that type of thing, rather than council ones all pissed on and get mopped out once a year. I think we're going to Pettigo today. The only thing I me camping something like this, I would avoid camping on places, and people say, oh, it's very dangerous while camping. And the main thing about dangerous while camping is drunks at night time. And luckily I haven't had much trouble this last while, like. But when you come to something like this, there's 2 gates. If I was to choke on something, there's going to be nobody to help me here. If I was while camping in Portrush and I was choking, I could open the car door and fall out onto the street and wanted to see you choking. And even if they're terrified to come over, they might phone the police and say, there's a man choking now. There'll be something. If you're something like this here, this is a weekend. It could be next weekend or the weekend after before somebody comes back up into the site here and find my body. And by that time, Luna, she's going to have me all that. She's not going to sit there starving. There'll be nothing left of me. When she starts nibbling on me, she'll have me all that and she'll be a big fat tummy. And then once I'm all that, she'll realise who's going to open the cans of food for her. Oh, she won't think of that once I'm gone. Like, just think, oops. Rather run to get help and save my life, like. So there's 2 gates. You got the big steel gate at the bottom. Farmer has the key to that. I thought the farmer have the key to both because they're both the same locks. But I can't see the farmer calling on. You can go on over that if you had a wee electric mountain bike. This wee lane goes right over the mountain, like. So you could take a shortcut from that road to somewhere else, There's a wee ruined house halfway up. One minute! We're not doing it today, pet. There's a wee ruined house halfway up. People used to live on it. So you can just imagine years ago that would have been a wee ancient right of way. And people walking with bare feet to school and all that. So permit holders only. It's £200 a year now, but there's less and less sites every year. I'm not going to replace my caravan. Now instead of that, I'm using it now for the car camping. Will I get it next year? I don't know. I hardly use it this year. I can't get out of work in time. 8 o'clock on a Friday, like. I'm finished during the week at 5 o'clock, and then come Fridays, I'm not getting using the sites. And it's not right buying a permit and stopping other ones getting it. Now, I usually during my summer holidays, but even then, it doesn't do up by County Down. There's no sites left there at all in County Down. So like, there was a wee bit of landscaping here, This bit here, thanks about last day I was here, the doorknob was missing. There's a new door on now, boys. You see, there's a wee bin in there, it's an old bin. So this is where you empty your toilet in here. But I don't understand. Some countries, boys go to the toilets and like them. And I can't see why you just can't have a normal toilet bowl that you can sit on. And you can still throw your waste down. Look at this here, boys. Chat about recycling here. This camera of mine, I don't know if it's going to tilt right or not. Pigeon Top Forest. I don't even remember that. That's Pigeon Top Forest, Forestry Service. Something top. That's it, it's done twice. So there must have been a forest called Pigeon Top Forest. Never mind that. And then over here we've got Forest Service. See, that's how short of money these boys are. They're closing forests down and ripping the signs up to make doors for bog houses. That's how desperate it's getting, like. Forestry Service is definitely gone downhill, like. And you know the problem with Forestry Service? You see that there's all screwed on. A wee man screwed that on the workshop himself. And he's probably getting paid £18 an hour. But it's not the £18 an hour that's costing the money. He's going to have a private pension. And he's going to live to 120. Well, this boy, he's worked for the forest, he's put as anything. He's going to be claiming the government pension for years. And that's why the Forestry Service found the bits. That's what I reckon anyway. So she's having a wee bite to eat now. It's a wonder they didn't salvage the wood of that wee bin. They mustn't have seen that. But I don't like that toilet thing because you see when the doorknob came off, there's nothing stopping wee animals falling down there. Wee animals could fall down there, like. Or if you had a normal toilet, less chance of them falling down. So you have your toilet down there, you got a tap there to rinse out your cassette, and then the flush to get rid of all the poo and all. That's years old there, but a couple of wee slithers in there, a couple of snails. So it's a wee little wildlife habitat in there. Now they can't get roofs starting to bust. That's time's limited, so it is. They have a site outside Larne up on the hill, and it has a proper campsite stainless steel disposal point. The site's closed down. You'd think they'd bring that down, wouldn't you? But see, that'll cost money. I don't know, we're going to go around and say, you folks eating the grass. I never did get my cup of tea. She's done her poo. I'm going to make my cup of tea now, and I'm going to let her run around. I'm not going to supervise her. You can run around free naked. See, that's a holiday. And then by the time we go to the band later on, and we get the harness and all on her, she'll be nice and calm. You even see here the wee wall, the way it started and all. And even this wee wall here, there's no reason for it to be there. It must have been whatever country state would have owned this land at one time. But there's no sign of a house. There's stones lying loose. So the actual house could have been in that middle bit there. It mightn't have been the biggest of houses, but it's just like, you think this was a walled garden, like. Where was the house? There's no sign of a house. And all these old stones for the path, all recycled there, boys. And a wee tap up here at the end, and that's a brave edge of tap there. See, it looks like she's made of brass at one time. Look how shiny that is. That's a brave edge of tap there, boys. And the thing is, she's never frozen. Look up here now. Devastation at the other side of the wall. Imagine we're in here the night time everything's a fall. Some excitement, wouldn't there? You're probably sheltered in here and you just heard everything creaking and breaking and all. I camped in there one time when wee Shadow had the sore paw, and I put the wee fence and all around. Made a wee garden and all, it was handy like. And wee Wallow could free range around the caravan. So I'm just thinking I might skip the cup of tea then and we'll head on down, I think. Because there's a lot of excitement to go. We want to get a prime spot. I'll get her harness on now, you know. Wee place here in Pettigo's on about. They've got a new sign up there now saying motorhome stopover and public toilets. So they're allowing you to park in here in your motorhome and use the facilities, no charge. And here's the public toilets now. Are they open yet? So see the me, nice wee soap and all, nice and clean. It's only this is two toilets. Oh, the lock's a bit dodgy there, boys. Alright, the two hands to close this. I don't want people to see my naked body. That's it. So the hot water not on here. No hot water. Turn the hot water off. the hot water out, boys. Cutbacks. Paper towels there. Toilet roll. It's very unusual to get toilet roll in the public. That wee soap there is €1.50 there, boys. Please use the bins for the green towels. Please notify the reception of toilets need assistance. So if they're not cleaning up when you come, just give the wee ones in the reception a wee buzz. So the male and female are probably both the same. You don't really have to close it all because there's a big canopy here. Wee Wayne's play park, a wee garden to sit and chat about. Oh, nothing just to be disabled, swing's not working. So I'll take Lynn around here later on the way home. Big rush down to these bands. But if you walk around the back of this wee centre, there's a railway line. Nice wee walk along the railway line. I'll have to come back later, Luna. I'll have to come back later. People want to see this wee sign down here. Well, show them the wee sign because people think I'm making this up, you know. They'll think I'm making this up. I think it's too good to be true here. They want to get tourists here, you see. That's the European Union built this. What's the name of it? Can't mind the name of that place there. Tainan complex. It's real complex. So you just park your motorhome anywhere there. It's just a normal car park. Come at night time. The buyers, it's unusual for the Republic to have buyers open because they don't want the gypsies coming here. But gypsies can't be ours coming to Petticoat, lots of things. So they open the buyers out now, let tourists in. There's the wee sign down here. A nice wee walk links Northern Ireland and the Republic together there. It's the motorhome stopover at public toilets. And there's also a cafe in there. For people who spend money on cafes, they do have a cafe in that building. Fishing, swings, information and all the rest. But it's a nice wee walk just along the river there. That's a thing, join the Troubles and all that, join the North and South together. Where you would have military army camps, and as you see up here, you still have the old customs post, still left from the days of the customs. That wee tin shed.
Turn left.
There's nothing left in Northern Ireland, the customs all blew up. But like nothing was blew up here, and they've got the original wee tin thing there. That's the original customs there, boys. You would cut smuggling butter and stuff over them, boys would not be there, like. Well, they're all fairness, you take the butter the other way. So we need to go on now, Luna. Excitement to be had.